welcome to From Me to You Media. Today we'll be talking about
the forces of evil!
But instead of 3 superpowered kindergartners, we'll be focusing on the story of one magical princess. In the beginning, we are introduced to Star Butterfly. She is a 14-year-old, carefree, magic-wielding princess from the planet Muni. Due to her reckless behavior, Star's parents, Queen Moon and King River, decided to interdimensionally ship her to Earth for magical training, since Reform School has failed in the past to scare Star straight. And that's how we get introduced to a loyal, practical, hard-hitting bestie, Marco Diaz, also 14. But this is not a breakdown. This is a commentary on why Star versus the forces of evil can be a household favorite, not only for the kids, but parents as well. Most obvious, animation is mostly targeted towards children, especially coming from the Disney market. But Star vs. the Forces of Evil does a great job at telling a complex story of a girl who is transitioning to a more responsible time in her life. A big signifier of this is Star's wand through the seasons, which undergoes plenty of changes, even with the other characters who have touched it. But I believe that the storyline of a young teenager wanting to live life to the fullest while also learning to be a responsible person who thinks of their actions makes this show timeless. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, best friend Marco is learning to be more free-willing and open to the possibilities that life has to offer. This show uses all of the characters, no matter how small the role may seem, to help build our 2 main characters into well-rounded people. This is a great representation for young kids and young adults these days who may need to learn the balance of aging. Now the parents are mostly in their own worlds, until they're not. Once learning about Muni's history and harsh relationship between humans and monsters, we get some insight on the royals. And although very loving parents, Queen Moon is very harsh on Star, which is most likely due to herself having to become queen at 17 and making hard decisions. On the other hand, King River is very wild without the stability of Queen Moon, and even after one trip to Earth, Star can tell why her mom would banish him occasionally. By the end of the series, these 2, who have been together since 17, only knowing royal life parents, are more caring and understanding of not only Star, but their kingdom. The Diazes are very involved and embracing of Marco and Star, equally from episode 1. It is shown multiple times that they are not as stern as the royals, but still very much a safe space of parenting for the kids. And they take a magical princess from another planet living with them better than any parent ever would. With Marco going on so many adventures with Star though, the Diazes know less and less about their son, and it gets kind of lonely. By the end, they conceive a daughter that Marco is very jealous of at first, but loves unconditionally. With both parents, we see their growth and independence outside of just being parents. They have their choices of either wanting to grow or be on their own. Thank you to everyone who made it all the way to the end of the video. Thank you for all of your support. And please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come.